Hello, I'm playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent with a terribly poor frame rate for some reason, and I've just got some cogs moving, so let's go. I think that will have freed up a couple of levers that I found in this upper area, so let's go and try pulling them and see what they do. I imagine they probably open those two doors in Agrippa's room, the two that are just not openable by me. I've no idea what that guy just said. Simmering something or other. That. Yes. They're doing things. Yes, and I got the puzzle solving screen and the nice music. It's puzzle solving flash of light. I am making progress. It cannot be denied. It is slow. It is a geological timescale, but I am actually making progress in this game.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you.
Oh,
I can't let
God.
you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
What are you doing, Alexander? It sounds like an earthquake. But nothing happened. Oh well, maybe you really are powerless, like the note said. There's more some dust everywhere. It's probably because of the earthquake.
Daddy, good to see you.
Hey, Agrippa.
Good going. I knew you could do it.
Alright, do we go left or right? We go left. What have we here? Crank? What does that do? Oh, lets me put a bucket down a well. And then I guess I can pull it back up again. But what if there was a bucket? Interesting. Sounds like there's something alive down there, doesn't it? One, two. About 2 seconds took to reach the bottom. I've no idea what that means, but I've seen it in movies and it means something. Okay, let's see what's on the other side of here. The transept. Maybe we'll actually find some pieces of this orb we're supposed to be looking for. Would be nice. Ooh. They did teach us at school what each part of the church was, and I can't remember what the transept is. Flashback time!
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Okay. Oh, lots of... Oh, got a spiral staircase going upwards. I'm going to try the spiral staircase first. There's also, yeah, there's obviously spiral staircase and 3 doors, but I'm going to try the spiral staircase and see, which is actually really hard to walk up. I was curious where it led to, so... Ooh, pretty room. Actually, much nicer. I much prefer the parts of the game that are set like in the castle where there's wood panelling and pictures on the wall and oops, Jesus and things, rather than just mucking around in the sewers and caves and things. Played so many games set in sewers and caves, not so many in pretty 19th century castles. Oil, yes, very much needed. Much needed oil. What else have we got here? Ooh. Another one of these thingamajiggies. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I'm not blind. I am a monster to them. A demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. And there's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeated, it's only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. We've got some string. That's going to be useful. String is always useful. Wow, notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I'd figured that the reaction I would get for the victims would be highly individual, but thankfully this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation thereof. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where the strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem. But it can also hinder the effect I'm after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you're about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, and it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. When applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. And also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subside, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. But only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect, and if the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink, and then try again later. I guess that answers where the amnesia potion came from, that Daniel took. Okay, so what have we got here? Tinderbox. I imagine there must be something else up here. Something of actual game importance. Or maybe it was just that. I was hoping to like float there. Let's try it again, Pie Man. I was hoping to throw that like a frisbee and sort of embed it in his head, but it didn't work. Oh, who is that actually? Is that meant to be Alexander?
Whatever it takes.
Maybe. There's very spooky music playing, and I'm kind of nervous to go back down right now. Let's close that so that it doesn't. There's no sign I was here. Candles are all lit in this place, which is weird. Even though I don't see any actual people apart from Mr. Fish. Yeah, the dramatic music tells me something is going to jump out, something's going to happen when I reach the bottom. No? Oh, okay. Which way did I come in? I came in there, so let's have a look what's through here. Ooh, dark passageway. Let's light it. Relight my fire. Whoa, your love is my only desire. What is that? A piece of the orb. Way to go, Daniel. You got one at last. You got a piece of orb. What's that? The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. So is that some kind of torture device then? Oh, diagram showing us how to use that torture device. Eek. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is then. So we've actually found something of use. That's good. Presumably it's going to turn out that carrying these orb pieces around decreases my sanity even more. Okay, let's see what's over there. I feel like it's too dark to be walking around without the lantern out, but I also feel like I don't have enough lantern oil to keep it going all the time. Alright. Somebody sounds very unhappy. Let's see what's on the other side of here. Yes, apparently, judging by the flashbacks, Alexander has this place wired to just transmit the noise of torture all over the place, just so it scares people. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for their victim to drain. Ooh, piece of the orb. So 6 of these things, as I understand it. I've got 2 now. Ew. Ooh, you need light. Need a lantern for this bit. Sanity must be really low. Yeah, low, because the screen is doing that weird thing where there's sort of an after image of everything. Okay. So which way did I come in? I think I came in that one, so let's go out that one. Running is probably a really bad idea, but nope, that's actually the one I came in. Still, I've got 2 pieces of the orb, I think. Yep, so I've got 2 of the 6 pieces of the orb. I imagine there's another one behind this door, and then 3 more through the other door in the Gripper's chamber. We're making progress again. Oop, flashback.
Let me go,
The cradle is ready.
Good.
The cradle.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any
Oh, so
attention.
I'm the one who's doing the torturing.
Madman. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. I'll do anything. I'm innocent.
What on earth were they doing in this room? The arsonist kept crying as he was... Start again. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. So what they're doing is they're torturing people, then giving them the amnesia potion so that they forget they've been tortured, and then torturing them again to stop them building up any kind of resistance, I assume. But I haven't found a piece of the orb. Interesting. I thought that was one, but it... Oh, no it is. Okay. Right, so... Whew, at least collecting bits of the orb is boosting my sanity for now. Let's just run. It's probably a bad thing to run everywhere in a horror game, but I don't want to walk slowly. At least there's no stamina bar, so I can just keep running. Run, run, baby, run, 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 run. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest and the morning sun. Will this ever end? He thought. So it's becoming clear that Daniel took the amnesia potion because he was so horrified by his actions in torturing these poor people. Now I have figured out what the point of this is, have I? Can I, if I lower the rope, can I climb down it, I wonder? So it does sound like there's some kind of vicious down there. No, I can't. Oh. Yeah, I did not actually mean to jump in there. Never mind. Never mind. These things happen at sea. We're not at sea, but hey. So we've got 3 pieces of the orb. Where actually am I? Do I recognise? Oh, I'm... Okay. I don't know how I got here, but that's fine. I don't know why it's respawned me there. I mean, obviously I got there because I died. Well, I got 3 orb pieces for Agrippa.
Ah, you again.
Hey, yeah.
You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transom. Go to the choir and find the rest.
I like the way this guy's just giving you hints and telling you what to do. Even though he's just strung up on this torture device. I've not shown any sign of wanting to let him down as well. Because I presumably could. I haven't even tried. Oops. Don't want to put the lantern away, do I? It's dark. Let's light that one. Oh, a note. Weyer taught me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and he still insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion and a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link with the worlds beyond. Weyer claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they're capable of. I've seen their deception. Optimism is the most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I should prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weyer told me to feed him a tonic I made from a paralyzer, vitae and tempter. So I need to find those 3 things and feed them and give them to Agrippa, apparently. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from an agonised human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, is going to prove difficult. I don't think it even exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kernk. I will have to address Weyer with this, as he will have to supply me with a host and also a properly prepared well. Find out what the well's for. Okay. Oop, another one of these thingies. In court, the Order of the Black Eagles spew their politics at each other where I sit quietly in place, woefully forgotten. Once in a while someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know that I am the one and same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. So who are the Black Eagle? Are they actually a historical order or political faction from the early German Empire, or there's something invented by this game? Alright, anything else in here? Ooh, tin boxes. So okay, I need to find the 3 ingredients then for this potion to free Agrippa. Right, what have we here? Ooh, it's a big room.
Ah, you again. Incredible. You found Weyer's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then.
Sure, why not?
Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Weyer described.
Okay.
And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the hall, you won't be able to save me.
Okay. So, I walked the wrong way, basically, didn't I? Oh dear. I was trying to go further into this area and I came out of it. All these passages look the same and I have no sense of direction. Okay, so that's where I just was. Let's see what's through here. The choir entrance. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. Go over here. Yep, torture room. Tinderbox. Excellent. Anything else in here of interest? Just another tinderbox. Woohoo! Basically just torture implements. Oh, I can touch this. After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Okay, what have we here? Candles, candles, candles. Oh, I didn't see that. Ooh.
15th of August, 1839.
4 days ago.
The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another.
Whoa, is this a flashback
Alexander
or...?
uses a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
I don't want to. I guess I have to. Game's gonna make me.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Is this a flashback or is this now? No, I don't want to. I'm going to turn around and walk out. Okay, more than me, okay. Fair enough. So I have to... Oh, I thought I was going to have to follow those lines.
Do anything?
No.
Cut the lines, paint the
Man,
man,
cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. And now he's asleep.
How you sleep. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Okay. Am I still in the flashback? I think I am.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it.
We must
You must
act.
act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
So we've got these red dots, petals falling. Interesting. Oh, so that was a flashback and a half. Watching, I needed some of the blood and there isn't any that I could pick up. I mean, there's some stains, but... What is this called? The choir, I wonder? Oh, the nave? That's where I just came from. I walked the wrong way again. Keep doing that, I keep doing that, and I keep having to look at loading screens because of it. Right, let's try again. Another loading screen. Awesome. Right, so I've looked in those two, so let's go down here and see what we can find. I mean, I still need to find a way to deal with whatever that creature is in the well, as well as some blood and some fungus thing to make the potion. Something died inside of him that day. Watching the man slip away was more than his mind could handle. Ew, what? The hell is all this red stuff?
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it
What
for the greater
violence?
good? Are you doing the world a service?
Haven't been done anything violent
It is you
since I
who caused
lost
all
my
this
memory.
pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Yeah, the guy who tortures people to extend his own life accuses me of being selfish. Look, pillars. Looks good. Wow, this is a big area. And it's full of mist, so you can't really see anything. It's a little bit disturbing. Well, there's no point lighting torches, is there? Because it's such a big area. Let's just keep hugging the wall and see where I end up. I'll end up somewhere. Ooh, flashback.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like.
I guess that's why there's so many tools everywhere in this castle.
When you have decided that the victim shall die,
Right.
you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
Oh boy.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally
Nice.
succumb.
Yeah, or not. As the case may be. Yeah, I think after that image I need to refresh my soothing cup of tea, but I shall be right back.